3 developers, 4 days. Then they walked into my office asking for a release delay. I sat down, asked a few questions, and in less than 15 minutes, the answer was obvious. Something 3 senior engineers had missed for 4 days. The problem wasn't the engineers. It was that nobody had taught them the protocol. Most leaders teach when to escalate. Almost nobody teaches how. That second part is where all your time goes. Here's the difference. A problem dump hands off confusion. A real escalation hands off a decision. Most of what lands in your Slack is the first one. Engineers escalate late because they don't want to look like they can't handle their work. So they wait. By the time it hits you, you're already behind. Then, when they finally escalate, you get garbage. Build is failing, looking into it. We're blocked on the data team. Getting alerts overnight. No context, no impact, no options. Every one of these messages triggers 5 to 10 follow-up questions. What should take 30 seconds turns into hours because you're chasing context instead of making a call. That is how you become the most expensive bottleneck in the company. Not because you're slow, not because your team is feeding you noise and expecting you to turn it into signal. If your escalation creates more questions than answers, it's not an escalation, it's a problem dump. The fix isn't culture, it's protocol, and it takes about 30 seconds to use once it's learned. Think of it like this. What's happening? How you got here? What's at risk? What should we do? Most teams fail on that last part. Build is failing looking into it. That tells you nothing. Now compare it to this. The CI build has failed 3 times since 9:40 a.m. after merging payment service changes. Likely a schema mismatch. The 2 p.m. release is at risk. Option 1, roll back the merge, fastest path, low risk. Option 2, patch the schema and rerun tests. Slower, but preserves the release. That's a decision, not a problem. Same situation, completely different outcome. You're not asking questions anymore. You're choosing a path. Now here's another one. We're blocked waiting on the data team. That kills a sprint and gives you 0 leverage. Now the structured version. Front end is blocked on a customer data endpoint. Dependency was due yesterday and hasn't arrived. No confirmed deadline. This delays the sprint by 3 to 4 days. Option 1, escalate to the data team lead for priority. Option 2, build a temporary mock endpoint so front end can continue. Now it's visible. Now it's actionable. Every bad escalation sounds like something's wrong. Every good one defines the problem, shows the impact, and presents options. That last piece is where most teams fall apart. So here's the rule. 2 options minimum. 1 option isn't a recommendation, it's a request for approval. 2 options means they did the thinking. They scoped trade-offs. They came prepared. Now you're making a decision instead of doing their job for them. That's how you protect decision domains. Your team owns the thinking, you own the call. If I can't make a decision from an escalation, it goes back. No debate, no coaching session in the moment. It just goes back. Teams adjust fast when that standard is clear. And when senior engineers push back and call this overhead, don't argue. Just say, you're already doing this. You're just doing it after I ask 6 questions. That lands because it's true. If the framework language gets in the way, drop it. Call it a 3-line escalation. What's happening? Why it matters? What we should do? Same structure, less resistance. Once this clicks, everything changes. Escalations stop being noise and start being decisions. Your engineers were never the problem. The protocol was. This week, give them the structure. Set the standard once. Bring me a decision, not a problem. 1 conversation is all it takes. If you want to see where your escalation system is breaking right now, take the Firefighter CTO Diagnostic. The link is in the description. Now get to work.